Greetings and welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. And right now I'm keeping an eye on the internet. Where I'm at, sometimes we get really good signal. Sometimes it seems to drop to 3G. And it just decided to drop to 3G. It was running perfectly fine until I just got here. We're back to LTE now. I'm monitoring it with this other phone, which signals the system, but OBS is floating with the yellow line. So hopefully the stream will work. And if it doesn't end up working in the long run, oh boy, sorry. I could probably try and delay the stream about 10 minutes and move slightly closer to town if we want to try that, or we can just move along with it. But right now OBS is really struggling to keep up because for some reason I think what happens is after 9, Verizon kills power to some of the towers out here because they can sit out here and get good strong signal, and then all of a sudden it'll drop down to very little. I mean, I'm still going good here. I have one more thing I can try, is that's resetting the modem. But we'll see. Let's see if OBS brings back around. In the meantime, let's go ahead and have a look at our comments here. I streamed here exact same spot as I did last week, which worked perfectly fine, and then internet dropped to 3G right as I was trying to upload videos, and I think that that's what happened, is it just dropped to 3G sooner than it usually does. But we'll see if we can run with it. Let me know in the comments how bad is it for you guys. Let's see. Moonbase Alpha Grace. Greetings. Miriora. Hello there. Renota. Greetings. Meow. Oh, never mind yet. Hello. OBS is dropping frames, undoubtedly. Oh, yeah. I'm showing 43% frame drops right now. Here drinking a cold Cheery and Zero, watching a cat. Audio's okay, dropping bad, yeah. Everything goes wrong when you need it. Yeah, it's like perfectly fine all day long, and all of a sudden it's dropping frames. So dropping more frames than a bad Bowler. All right, as you can tell, nothing will remain on server once removed. Audio is fine, just the video having issues due to the low bandwidth. Looks like OBS is dropping frames. Oh yeah, I'm showing 44% frame droppage. Cellular right now, like, I'm still showing LTE here. Let me check what the router's doing. I'm going to try and reset the modem, so we might go. Okay, I think we are back. Just give me just a second here for the YouTube app to get caught up. Let's double check YouTube, make sure that we are good there, because I'm showing errors on my back end, but OBS says it's streaming fine. Let's try that. See if we are live now. And I have an ad on my own channel. Thank you. Are we good? Okay, well, I think we're good. I don't have an error. Let me know in the comments. Are we back on your end? Anybody out there, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm showing an error on my end. Let me go ahead and refresh my page, see if I can get it back. Okay. All right, let me close that out. Switch back to this. And I think I'm back on my end. Sorry about this, guys. We're just kind of working through and trying to get everything working right. All right. Thanks for bearing with the technical difficulties. Resetting the modem actually worked for a second. I did drop the frame rates, but if it looks like we're solidly back on LTE, then I'll go ahead and reset the frame rates back up to a higher amount. There's that. And just resetting the comments. All right. I think I'm about back. Are we back on my end? Let's see. And the modem is supporting LTE again. So let me go ahead and change OBS settings back to a higher bitrate. Give us a little cleaner video. There we are. Hopefully that'll be a little bit cleaner of a video for us. Well, geez, that's exciting. I have two little OBS indicators at the bottom of the screen because OBS tends to not like it when you shut off the internet on its... yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. All right. Let's see. We're back. Oh, no. Can't speak for everyone, but personally would be fine with it if you went with audio only if you need to. Yeah, I just needed to reset that. There's like this weird thing out here where sometimes it just resets the network down to 3G for some silly reason. That's what happens when you're out where I'm at. So I went commando last year for my girlfriend wearing nothing but a raincoat, but I being sued by FedEx. What? It's good, Mr. Bill in charge of YouTube. Yeah, you know, I'm back so far. All right. We can hear you, comrade. All right. Stop, you froze for a second. But now you look good. All right. Beautiful voice of yours is unmistakable. Why, thank you, Rose. Let's see. Yay, it works. Comments still stuck on my side. Yep, I got the comments fixed on my side. Yeah, it was comments were stuck on my side as well. We look back, so hopefully we are good. So let's go ahead and jump on into the news. So we're doing that with where are you? Where are you? There you are. All right, let's get started. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the Privacy Edition. These are recorded live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It might be a little bit later if we are experiencing technical difficulties like we were today. But with that, let's go ahead and jump on into the privacy, and then we have an affiliate, and then we have our security news. So first up, Apple already scans iCloud Mail for CSAM, but not iCloud Photos. So this is the CSAM. Apple thought that they were coming out with a really good, amazing thing. Like, wow, guys, look at how much we are protecting people with the CSAM scanning, and like everybody came out against them. It was actually quite encouraging to see the number of people that came out against Apple for this nonsense. Well, during some discussions about it, it turns out that their chief of security unveiled that Apple has already been doing this for email. So if you're using Apple's email, they probably have already told the police about you. If you haven't been rounded up yet and you're engaging in such content, then you're just on the list. They're watching you right now. They're watching and waiting. They've confirmed that iCloud Mail for CSAM scanning has been going on since 2019. It has not been on iCloud Photos or iCloud Backup. Clarification followed me querying a rather odd statement by the company's anti-fraud chief that Apple was, quote, the greatest platform for distributing CP. Not exactly something you would like your people to say. Does he speak from personal experience, I'm wondering? That immediately raised a question. If the company wasn't scanning iCloud Photos, how could it know this? Well, because they're scanning other stuff, apparently. But anyway, with that, they continue on. A couple other clues. Apple had been doing some scanning of CSAM for some reason. An archive version of Apple's child safety page said this, emphasis is theirs. This is 9 to 5 Mac. Apple is dedicated to protecting children throughout our ecosystem. Whatever products are used, we continue to support innovation in this space. We have developed robust protections at all levels of our software platform and throughout our supply chain. As part of this commitment, Apple uses image matching technology to help find and report child exploitation. Much like spam filters in email, our systems use electronic signatures to find suspected child exploitation. We validate each match with individual reviews. Accounts with exploitation content violate our terms of service, and any accounts we find this material will be disabled. Additionally, they said something similar in January 2020. Jane Horaff, Apple's chief privacy officer, said at Tech Conference that companies use screening technology to look for illegal images. The company said it disables accounts if Apple finds evidence of such material, although it does not specify how it discovers it. So apparently Apple's been doing this for quite some time now, just something to keep in mind. And this is yet another reason why, yeah, Apple may not be a super privacy-related place like some people say it is. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Next, Google. Google is dismantling Google Health. They're not saying, well, let's abandon collecting health data on people. Of course not. They're just realizing not a whole lot of people are going into, quote, Google Health as a whole unified front. But what they are doing is taking all these Google Health implementations and putting them in a variety of different applications throughout the rest of their ecosystem. In other words, if you don't want to use Google Health, it doesn't matter because all of these Google Health aspects and elements will be forced upon you by the various different apps that you are using. So remember, of course, they have Fitbit and they have a number of other applications that they will collect various health data. It's just now, instead of being in one unified location, it is now scattered about for you. How exciting is that? And we've rebranded our work across Google, Search, Cloud, YouTube, Fitbit. We have decided to move some Google Health teams closer to product areas to help with execution while nurturing some early stages products and research efforts. Translation is we're going to put all of these health collecting stuff in more and more different apps that we have. And so there you have it, guys. Google Health data is starting to becoming implemented all throughout everything that you're doing. How exciting. Well, a Government Accountability Office report says that facial recognition technology is used by the vast majority of government agencies here. So, here are the really fun facts. Recent advancements in facial recognition technology, which we will call FRT, has increased its accuracy and its usage. Our earlier work has included examinations of its use in federal law enforcement at ports of entry and in commercial settings. For this report, we surveyed 24 federal agencies about their use of the technology. 16 reported using it for digital access or cybersecurity, such as allowing employees to unlock agency smartphones. So that could be something as simple as having a government-issued iPhone where Face ID is on. So that's not super crazy, but and this is of employees, not of the general public. So that's good. You can not give up your data by not working for the federal government. We need a smaller government anyway. 6 agencies reported using it to generate leads in criminal investigations. 5 reported using it for physical security, such as controlling access to building or facilities. That is also likely employees. And 10 of the agencies said that they planned to expand the use of it. So there we have a lot of different government agencies are using facial recognition technology. In response to GAO's survey about facial recognition technology activities in fiscal year 2020, 18 of the 24 surveyed reported using FRT systems for one or more purposes. Digital access or cybersecurity, domestic law enforcement, that would be police, that would be public ones. That's the one we have the biggest concerns about because these are public-facing circumstances and situations. And those are the areas where we have the biggest problem. Physical security, this would be access to individual buildings. So again, employees, as long as they're not scooping up, individual people data, then that's fine. 10 agencies reported to FRT-related research and development. For example, agencies reported researching FRTs for ability to identify individuals wearing masks during the koofiness and to detect image manipulation. Well, that's neat. Let's make sure people are wearing your koofy catchers. That's all we need, never mind, we're not going to go there. Furthermore, 10 agencies report plans to expand the use of FRT through the fiscal year of 2023. For example, an agency plans to pilot use of FRT to automate the identity verification at airports for travelers. Yay! Let's go ahead and put facial recognition software run by the government inside of airports. Guys, this is why I like to drive. Digital access. We're not going to read through all that. So why they did the study? It's a type of biometric technology, mimics how people identify or verify others by examining their faces. Recent advancements have increased the accuracy of automated FRT, resulting in increased use across a range of applications. As it continues to expand, it's become increasingly important. There's nothing in here about the problems with it, like the fact that facial recognition tends to not work on, black people. That's kind of problematic. So something to just kind of keep in mind there. So, as more and more governments expand to it, expect to hear more heralding cries of systemic racism throughout the world. Well, our feature story here was a fascinating read. Now that machines can learn, can they unlearn? Let me give you the final answer. Nope. You can pretend it unlearns, but, people are always making backup copies. If you dig through my backup archives of all my client files, I'm sure you can find information for anybody and everybody in there, unless I'm going through actively and deleting all those things, which, is not necessarily high on my list of priorities. And why would I necessarily? That's the whole point of backups. They're offline. They're not going to be hacked or breached. But nevertheless, we do have those things laying around in backup drives and files. Now, here researchers see if they can remove sensitive data without retraining AI from scratch. The idea is, oh crap, our AI has just collected way more information than it should have collected, and with so much extra information being collected, the question here would happen to be, can you get rid of some of this data? In other words, can you make it better, more secure, more private? And some people have tried this, and they found in some of the experiments, they found that when data is removed, it makes the entire system completely unstable. Basically, you can think of it as corrupting small portions of your hard drive. Anything else referencing that file is just going to crash out. And that's the type of thing that we start to see happening. And so with that, a number of different universities have began the ability here of starting to look into this kind of stuff. And so with that being done, they've kind of found that, some cases maybe, some cases maybe not. But this is probably a question better asked before we start going down this pathway. But we're already moving on down this pathway, and this in and of itself is a dangerous thing. This is why you have to be extraordinarily careful about the type of data that you are giving up and the amount of things people are allowed to see. Well, if you'd like to help out the channel, we do have affiliates. Today we are highlighting ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN allows you to connect up to 5 devices simultaneously, smartphones, computers, even routers covering your whole house. This is going to protect your internet from seeing what other people are doing. In my personal case, I'm not going to tell you, oh my God, this is the best thing you ever need to do. What I would use something like ExpressVPN for is if you find yourself in coffee shops like I might, ExpressVPN is going to help you secure your network, secure your data. You can also hop over geofences and basically change the city and location you're coming from. These are very good reasons to run something like ExpressVPN. TLM.li/EV if you'd like to have a look at the affiliate. Well, now let's have a look at some security news. Alrighty here. Wireless internet is never great. It's actually pretty good. My setup is pretty nice. It's just the question is, do we survive the do we keep LTE internet? Let's see. Hello, Troy. Greetings. There we are. Super late, but you are still here. Well, greetings. But that's okay, Mark. We had technical difficulties at the beginning. Put that commando joke in. Tooth freeze. Eating ice cream. No. Can computers unlearn stuff? Get the hammer. Yes. Figured people wouldn't care. Nice to know. All right, Gallagher, might as well get a watermelon for box testing. There you go. Can never afford anything from Apple, and it looks like I dodged several bullets on that one, probably. The rotting Apple core is nearly as bad as Micro's soft. Apple devices useless to you. Yay, Tom's back. Connie, grab the fruit salad. All right, hey, you're on the fruit salad. Fruit salad's good dessert, Although I'll take the ice cream instead, But Dell, then anything with Apple in it, and I have Dell, yeah. Google Health, LOL, from the poorest state in the U.S., yeah. Google Health from the state of confusion. I think Apple were good in the 90s, but after everything seems equally unsecure, you may as well go cheap. Yeah. For Lenovo, easily converted. Well, I don't know. I have several Dells. I generally buy Dells when I have the preference. California, where else then other than New York can you earn $80,000 a year and only be able to live in your car? Yeah, and on ramen noodles, right? I mean, hey, don't be knocking living in your car, though. I don't want to hear it. By the way, I did post the Kitty Castle walkthrough on the Van Life channel. owic.li/van if you want to have a look at that channel over on YouTube. So that channel is going. It's going strong. Definitely not in Nevada. You could lose your car on a low-end straight. Yeah. Social score will lower for not wearing a mask and criticizing the government in Walmart. I know, right? My PC's from the motherboard up when I cleared it to go home. There you go. Stream drop or is it just you? Nope, stream dropped. I reset the modem. So right now we're on 0 drop frames, which is good. Excited to explore lows for social credit score, science, of course. Yeah, I have friends in places so low Garth Brooks couldn't even find them. Oh, touche. Friends with the mole people. Social limbo dancing, I call it. Hello, vacuum cleaner reviews. What vacuum do you have in the van, Tom? I do not have a vacuum in the van. I have a dust broom. Kitties do not like vacuums, so and the dust broom does a good job. Kitty Castle needs a ceiling fan to help with heat. I have a ceiling fan to help with heat. Yes, there's a ceiling fan up there. Let's see. Did that comment just totally disappear on me? Because I remember reading it, and then it vanished. Gee, heard people paying $2,000 for an apartment in New York City. Do you have a budget toilet or a bucket toilet? A bucket, of course. Come on. Gotta have the bucket. All right, let's jump on over to security. Nope, wrong button. Push this button. So, this is exciting. I warned you guys about contact tracing applications. Oh, they're perfectly secure. They don't leak anything. Well, 38 million records were exposed online, which includes contact tracing information. This is an S3 colander this time. It is actually from Azure. So misconfigured Power Apps from Microsoft led to the exposure. Was it 38 million records spread over several apps? More than 1,000 web apps mistakenly exposed 38 million records on the open internet, including a number of data from the Koofy contact tracing platforms, Fauci Ouchie signups, job application portals, and the employee databases. Data include a range of sensitive information for people's phone numbers, home addresses, social security numbers, and COVID-19 Fauci Ouchie status. Isn't that great, guys? Why are you feeding this information into apps, guys? Really? Data was exposed to Microsoft's Power App portal service. Development platform makes it easy to create web or mobile apps for external use. Read Script Kitty for apps. Great. If you need to spin up a Fauci Ouchie appointments, sign up site quickly during, say, pandemic, Power Apps portals can generate both the public-facing site and the data management backend. Apparently not well, though. Warning, not well. Beginning in May, researchers from security firm UpGuard began investigating a large number of Power App portals that publicly exposed data that should have been private, including some Power Apps that Microsoft made for its own purposes. So, yeah, when Microsoft can't even secure its cloud servers, there's a problem. None of the data is known to have been compromised, but the finding is still significant. It reveals an oversight in the design of Power App portals that has since been fixed. Just another warning, guys. Don't put sensitive stuff on apps. See these things? Use them for phones. Well, you probably don't. That's so dark. There you go. See these things? Use them as phones. Don't use them as your life. Use them as phones. Basic contact, nothing else. Well, a hacker claims responsibility for T-Mobile breach. He says the carrier has awful security. This hacker says that he got in by finding a backdoor in an insecure router that was at one of the data centers, and using that, he was able to compromise the data centers. He did provide a lot of evidence that suggests it was him, and then he went ahead to talk about how he was kidnapped by the FBI and is being hidden against his will in psycho wards. So take it at what you want. Maybe a better article for SillyVille. I don't know. He claims responsibility, but he does, and he had some information that was previously unreleased that was known. But then this is the part where it gets weird. Contact U.S. relative last year claiming by telephone he was a computer expert who'd been kidnapped and taken to a hospital against his will. He said he gushed about how he could do anything with a computer. Person said Telegram messages of the journal. Mr. Binns repeated similar claims. He said he wanted to draw attention to his perceived persecution by the U.S. government authorities. He described an alleged infant which claims he was abducted in Germany and put into a fake mental hospital. So, okay, maybe he did breach T-Mobile. Maybe he's just crazy. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Sounds legit. Well, with iPhones now scanning all of your content for bad material, all the way up through iOS 14, a zero-click iMessage Pegasus attack. If you'll remember Pegasus, this is the software vulnerability that was released by an Israeli company. Mostly it was used to completely backdoor somebody's phone, and it was found on several different high-ranking governors and journals and government employees, journalists, and things like that devices. This allows a full backdoor, meaning you could put files onto somebody's phone. So, and this doesn't require anything. It's just 0 day. Target them, you get it. You now have access to their phone. Put some CSAM on there, and then the police will come and haul them away. Great, guys! Don't use Apple products. Start moving away from Apple. If you're on Apple, start moving away from them. Get new devices, start shifting that direction, sell off all your Apple devices to the other people who think they have nothing more to hide, because if you're on the list of somebody that wants to target you with Pegasus, they have a very easy way to throw you in jail now. Yay! So not much else here. These are the countries that the 0 day exploits have been found on iOS 14. And, this is back between June 20 and February 21. So there you have it, guys. There you have it. And your iCloud stuff is not completely safe either, because a Le Punte man steals 620,000 iCloud photos in a plot to find images of naked ladies. What is this? The Fappening 2.0? Apparently. Los Angeles County man broke into thousands of Apple iCloud accounts and collected more than 62,000 private photos and videos in a plot to steal and share images of nude young women, federal authorities say. I wonder what would happen if he gets some tranny. Oh boy! Whoa, I don't want to see that! How Cauchi, 40, of Lupuento, has agreed to plead guilty to 4 felonies, including conspiracy to gain unauthorized access to a computer. Court records show he goes, Chi, who goes by David, admitted he impersonated Apple customer support staff in emails that tricked unsuspecting victims into providing their Apple IDs and passwords. Okay, so a couple things to say. This is a social engineering hack, so this isn't something necessarily dealing with the vulnerability of your device, but they are impersonating Apple employees. Round 2, guys, Apple employees are never going to ask for your logins. They really can't. When they start asking for logins, you know that they are the ones that are doing bad stuff. He gained unauthorized access to photos and videos of at least 306 victims across the nation, most of them young women. He acknowledged in his plea agreement with federal prosecutors in Florida. He said he hacked into the accounts of 200 victims at the request of people he met online using the moniker iCloud Ripper for you. Original. He marketed himself as capable of breaking into iCloud accounts to steal photos and videos. He admitted in court papers. He acknowledged court papers that he and his unnamed co-conspirators used a foreign encrypted email service to communicate with each other anonymously. When they came across the photos and videos stored in a victim's iCloud account, they called them wins, which they collected and shared with one another. I don't even know who else was involved, he said in a brief phone conversation. So, it's going to ruin my life. Oh, my Lord. So just be warned, guys. Stuff like this happens a lot. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, then we do have a Subscribe Star page, subscribestar.com/switchedtolinux. You can jump on. We have a number of different subscriber tiers if you want to help out, and let us know on over there. So with that, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. All right. Moving along. Okay, I'll put in a few lyrics when appropriate. Last one was from Garth Brooks, Ruin My Life. There we go. Van channel again. Thought I saved it on the bookmarks. Wife maybe deleted it. She does. Wait. She does want us living in the van. Oh, she does or doesn't? So it is called Tux Traveler. owic.li/van. And someone can't buy a car outright either. It depends on the car. Gas is worth more than the car right now. It very well might. I found gas for $2.99 yesterday. Bonus! Sure, bought my car with cash after many years of saving. Went to the dealer, paid the card. He was pissed as he was not going to make any money out of me. Yep. Government nuisance is still in the office. There's a pardon in his future. Bought my dog's food tonight and gave it to me. Tremendous pride. That may sound weird if you know my situation. All right. All right. Well, let's jump on over to corporatocracy. Looks like we might be in for a short night again tonight. Okay, there we are. Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is the business and the SillyVille edition. Join us live Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you'd like to catch the show live. And then, of course, you can just catch the reprints here. So anyway, to start out, GM recalls every Chevy Bolt ever made, blames LG for faulty batteries. So there were some recalls on some Chevy Bolts, but it turns out that they expanded it to every single Chevy Bolt ever made. Basically, this is $1.8 billion to fix 2 simultaneously occurring defects. What they're saying is that the LG battery factory that was manufacturing the batteries for the cars had a robot that was misaligned. As the robot is misaligned, it caused a fire hazard, which is why some of these bolts were going up in flames. But apparently there were 2 separate issues. So first recalled in November, second batch in July, traced back to 2 manufacturing defects that could occur simultaneously. Defects, a torn anode tab, and a folded separator creates conditions that could lead to a short and affected cells. So far, the company has identified 10 fires involving faulty batteries, according to an AP report. Third and last recall includes 73,000 bolts made from 2019 to 2022, the current year model, and brings the total recall to nearly 142,000 cars, with over 100,000 having been sold in the U.S. GM estimates that the initial recalls will cost $800 million and expects the new ones to add $1 billion to the total. Faulty batteries traced initially to LG Chem Factory in Ochang, South Korea, and the companies thought the issue was contained to that plant, but fire a few weeks ago in Chandler, Arizona involved a 2019 Bolt, led investigators to expand their scope, revealing problems were also present in the batteries made at other LG factories. Boiled down to a misaligned robot. Yeah, that's all we need. More robots taking over. They're burning down the cars! Anyway, well, Samsung is going on this fun binge of crazy insanity. The first thing is if you have the Galaxy Z Fold, if you happen to unlock your bootloader to do something like add a custom ROM, we will disable your camera permanently. For some reason, they just don't want you unloading your bootloader, unlocking your bootloader, which is total nonsense. Guys, stop buying Samsung products. Stop buying Samsung products. When we stop buying their products because they're becoming just as bad as Apple, they'll stop doing stuff, or they'll go out of business and someone else will take their place. So here's the review part 1, unfolding technology, unfolding under the very eyes. So here you have it, and this statement here, I don't know if I can zoom in on this or not. Unlock your bootloader. Unlock the bootloader to install custom operating system software. Doing so will cause the camera to be disabled and may cause your phone apps to stop working correctly. To prevent unauthorized access to your personal data, your phone will be factory reset, which will erase all data, including files, and download your apps. All right, so that is the warning. And then warning, camera failed. How exciting. And then couldn't register face. Front camera may be dirty. Clean the area. So basically the cameras stop working if you unlock the phones. So that's exciting. How wonderful. But that's not all Samsung's doing. Apparently Samsung happens to have a thing called TV block where they can remotely disable any television that they want, that they manufacture. Samsung will be activating TV block on all Samsung television sets looted from our warehouse since the week commencing 11 July 2021. Rest assured, this will help. TV block is a remote secure solution that detects if TV units have been unduly activated. This technology is already preloaded on all Samsung TV products. Samsung TV block works as follows. A TV blocking system will be activated on Samsung television sets stolen from warehouse. The aim is to limit the incentive for further looting and third-party purchases. Ensures television sets can only be used by the rightful owners with a valid proof of purchase. So if I sell this TV to somebody else and don't have a valid proof of purchase, are they going to be disabling my TV? That's a good question. Blocking will only come into effect when the user of stolen television connects to the internet in order to operate the television. Once connected, the serial number of the television is identified on Samsung's server and the blocking system is implemented, disabling the television functions. Should a customer's TV be incorrectly blocked, the functionality can be reinstated once proof of purchase and valid TV license is shared with a legitimate retailer. Guys, do you not see what's going on here? Dealer to send proof of purchase to this particular email address for checking and validation. Communication will be sent within 48 hours. In other words, now some of this, obviously, sure, being able to disable stuff that's looted, fine. But it sounds to me like they're trying to do things to maybe prevent third-party sales. I'm done with my TV. I'm going to buy another one. Let's sell this one. Oh, no, we don't want used stuff on the market. What if they decide to turn this on for undesirables? I mean, you don't have a Fauci ouchie. We're going to block your television. Guys, stuff like this is already happening. There's universities that are cutting your internet access if you've chosen not to jab yourself. I kid you not. This is insane. And these are the types of things that we're looking at. As far as I'm concerned, guys, stop buying Samsung. I will not be purchasing any other Samsung products in the future, and I would encourage you to do the same. Because they're doing stuff like this. They are abusing their customers for profit. Okay, that is dangerous. Well, let's also probably start avoiding Western Digital a little bit. They seem to like class action lawsuits because they were caught swapping lower grade NAND into budget SSDs after positive reviews came out. That's critical. So they released a batch of the budget SSDs. A bunch of people reviewed them, gave them really good reviews, and now that the people are having their eye on purchasing the budget SSDs, they have swapped out to a lower grade and much cheaper NAND, meaning that these drives are going to fail. Western Digital has been involved in a lot of problems lately, from their NAS systems that are open to a lot of security vulnerabilities. People have lost everything on their cloud-connected stuff and don't have cloud-connected stuff. There's a thought. They've lost all that. They've already had class action lawsuits in the past regarding doing stuff just like this. So they quietly changed the NAND flash in one of the budget SSDs with a lower grade version that only performs as well as that of cheaper brother. While this isn't going to be a deal breaker for everyone, the company hasn't told reviewers and consumers about it, a behavior that's slowly turning into a trend. Buying an SSD can be a daunting task with a variety of options that are available. Today, using guides like our own, we can help you navigate through these waters, but sometimes manufacturer will decide for any number of legitimate reasons to quietly change the NAND flash or controller chipset in one or more SSDs that have already been reviewed and are receiving glowing recommendations. For legitimate reasons? No. No, you want to change the NAND? You need to change the entire product. You got to keep it exactly as you released it. Otherwise, you are committing fraud, which is why they've had class action lawsuits in the past. Expreview and a Chinese news site noticed that they swapped them out on the SN5500 Blue SSD for a slightly lower grade version that doesn't perform nearly as well when you need to copy large files around. Both the old and new versions achieve read-write speeds in excess of 2,000 megabytes megabytes per second as long as the transfer doesn't exceed the 12 gigabyte cache. However, once it is filled, the SSD starts writing without it. The speed drops from 600 megabytes per second to the old drive, just 390 per second on the new one. So, yeah, that's kind of problematic. You've seen this in like Kingston, Crucial, Patriot, etc. Now Western Digital certainly isn't a good sign. Customers don't need to be told about each and every change of a new revision of SSD performs the same as originally advertised, but they certainly do when there's a bait and switch. So be careful of that. And our final story is a research looking at workers going back to the office or not. So, of course, this has to do with people stranded at home due to the koofiness. And so now a lot of people are like, you got to come on back to the office. And there was a really hilarious interchange on Joshua Fluke's channel the other day about this company like, you know, everyone's, wow, you guys are doing so amazing work from home. And then it's like, you guys need to start coming back. And we're going to have an ice cream party when most of you guys are back and jabbed up. And then ice cream, you got to bribe adults with ice cream. If bribing adults with ice cream works, guys, this is a problem. All right. And then he's like, well, now we've got some more restrictions. We want everybody back to the office, but everyone has to be doing everything on Teams. No going to other departments, no visiting other people for anything other than things you have to do that. It's like, dude, what are you doing? But some workers are going, I don't know. I don't want to go back. Now, I will grant you this. Obviously, there are some jobs that you cannot do from home, okay? There are many jobs that you can, all right? Some people are not good candidates to work at home. I have one friend that they sent them back all to home to work, and she hated it. She wanted to go to the office. It's exactly like after getting used to it, she realizes, oh, wait, I can sit in my home office. I can listen to light music in the background that I want to hear. I can have my dog laying at my feet. I can take a brief walk with my dog up the road. I can have lunch out of my refrigerator. It's a whole lot better working from home. John, she's like, I don't want to go back to the office. And so that's the type of thing that we're starting to see in a lot of these circumstances. And some employers come back saying, well, we'll give you a pay cut to stay at home, which I don't think should happen unless you're renegotiating a contract or re-upping a contract. But if you've already signed a contract, no, there is no pay cuts for going back. The end of your contract, when you get to renegotiate a new one, sure, you guys can decide to do that. But that being said, many employees would give up to 50% of their salary along with benefits like paid holidays. These people are morons. Don't give up your paid holidays and half of your salary to continue to work from home. It's not worth it. Trust me. Just find another one. But that wasn't the norm. The norm is most common responses. Some people would willingly take a 10% reduction in salary in order to continue to work from home. I'd say that a 10% would be a fair enough if you wanted to. I mean, 10% could be your gas budget to drive to and from and your food budget to have lunch out. So maybe that would be a good thing. Giving up all your paid holidays, though, and 50% of your salary, no, that's just crazy talk. But nevertheless, some employees are hesitant to return to the office. 61% surveyed said they'd be willing to take a pay cut in exchange for being able to work from home permanently. Some suggested they'd sacrifice up to 50% of their current wage. Most respondents weren't willing to take a big pay cut. Most common was 10%. And of course, Google is saying, hey, you can start working from home, but it's going to be a pay cut, which, no, I don't think as part of an ongoing existing contract. No, I don't think that's the thing. You forced everybody to stay home. You agreed everyone was doing really well from working from home. Keep them at home till the end of their contract. And then you can renegotiate something later. That'd be fine. Salaries weren't the only thing employees were willing to give up in return. 70% said they'd give up benefits, including health, dental, vision insurance, paid time off gym memberships, retiree benefits accounts, including their 401ks. Those, depending on what you're doing, you might be able to find some of those cheaper. You might have a spouse that can get you a better deal on those benefits anyway. So for some people, giving those up does make sense. So whatever. Findings suggest employers face hard time persuading workers back to their desks after many have spent the last 18 months working remotely. While working from home has not been without its problems, many have found that it has afforded them flexibility to fit other responsibilities of life, admin around their work, not to mention saving them stress and the expensive commuting to an office 5 days a week. Number of companies are currently drawing up their office reopening plans, while some have introduced permanent, remote, or hybrid options for staff. Some big tech firms, including Google, have courted controversy by suggesting those who decide not to return to the office full-time could receive pay cuts. Again, I don't think that should be valid unless you're talking about a change in contract. The contract is expired or you're renegotiating your new contract. That'd be fine. So that's interesting. Well, let me know in the comments. Would you be willing to? Do you have a job that you can do from home? My case, I've worked from home for 10 years. And I haven't been infected by the Koofy. But that's me though. So each person's a little bit different. Each job is a little bit different. There is no one size fits all on any of this. So definitely interesting. Well, if you'd like to help support the channel, we do have affiliates. Today we are highlighting Mint Mobile. I've been using Mint Mobile now for about 18, 19 months on my primary phone. It is a lot less money than anything else, and it works just as fine. Verizon phone cost me about $80 a month for this line. Mint Mobile phone cost me $160 a year for this line. Mint Mobile hotspots. Verizon doesn't. So why do I have that Verizon phone, you say? Well, because I live in a van. Buying this phone means that my cellular internet is a simple, very cheap add-on. So, and having two separate carriers is fine. I hate the fact I need to have this other phone, but oh well. Sacrifices that you make. But hey, I'm not paying Comcast $100 anymore. So, oh well. Just shifted it over to that. Anyway, with that, have a look at Mint Mobile, tlm.li/mm, $15 a month for excellent service. It does use the T-Mobile towers, so is a reseller of T-Mobile, NVMO, I believe, of T-Mobile, and they do have a number of different plans available. I use the cheap one because I don't necessarily need all that much internet, although I probably could go up to a little bit more and save myself some bandwidth and other things. I do the 4 gig, which is $15 a month. You can do the 10, the 15, and the unlimited. So those are all excellent deals for getting a cell phone. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. Actually, we got to go to SillyVille next. Let's head to SillyVille now. Alrighty. Got to watch the batteries right now. We actually dropped to a near low on the batteries. What are we at? We're not at 12.2, are we? Ooh. Yeah, we're at 12.2. That means we need to wrap this up, and I might need to go and find a power outlet to plug into for a little bit. We had a weird rainstorm, and I had to run the processing computer a lot longer than I usually do, and I ran my battery slightly lower than I usually do. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our comments. Oh, I got a kitty just decided to jump on my lap. Hi, kitty. You're so cute. Yes, you are. All right. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wrap up SillyVille, and then we'll pick up comments in case I need to jump out at the end. So we're going to do SillyVille now, and then I'll pick up comments until the end. All right, so moving on to SillyVille. China passes a new privacy law aimed at protecting users' personal data. Excuse me, I'm back. So, yeah, China passing a privacy law. No, country wants tech firms to improve security measures. Oh boy. Yeah, no, that's not good. But their new law kind of sounds like something out of America. Oh, we're going to have personal data. You have to have a reason to collect it and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. This is all just smoke and mirrors. This is China. The government does want every company operating in China to collect the maximum amount of data as conceivably possible. So we have to keep in mind with that. Anyway, after 30 years, the baby on Nirvana's Nevermind cover is suing for damages. Yes, I did edit the cover out of this because I don't need to be showing those parts on my family-friendly channel. If you are unfamiliar with the cover for Nirvana's 1991 album, Nevermind, it is a naked baby in a swimming pool chasing after a dollar bill on a hook. Viva Fry has the best breakdown of this. It is a frivolous lawsuit doomed to fail for a number of reasons. Number one, it's not CP. Number two, statute of limitations has long run out on such a cover. And there's a bunch of other reasons out there as well. But it is definitely a hilarious thing to see the baby on the cover suing for damages. Another fun reason is that this guy named Spencer Eldon has also posed the same photo as an adult, and he's used it very frequently as a means to get in there and say, hey, I am that baby. So he's used it as a cash cow for a while. People stopped caring, and now he's looking for another payout. Very interesting. Have a look at Viva Fry's video on that, because it is excellent, and he's a lawyer. He breaks it down. And finally, are you ready to eat your delicious nutrient square? Yum, yum, yum. Should we say nom, nom, nom? So Eat Square asks a simple question. What if food were squares? Basically, that's a Soylent. Soylent Greenish people! Soylent Greenish people! All right. Slap bang middle of Venn diagram with two circles labeled sincere tech startups and dystopian satires that are a little on the nose. You'll find Square Eat, a company that you'll swear is a joke if you weren't already familiar with how the simulation we're all living in likes to collide fact with fiction. There is already a company called Soylent that manufactures artificial food. Maybe Soylent and Square Eat need to team up to make Soylent Green. I don't know. So apparently born a simple idea. What if you could eat squares, but does it deliver on the promise? They claim to have created a new concept of food. Squares, which it makes by blitzing ingredients and compressing them into ready-to-eat 50-gram packages. You can buy squares in packs of 4 or 6 and have them delivered to your house. They can be eaten hot or cold, heated in the microwave or in a frying pan, and come to a dazzling array of flavors, including chicken, beef, asparagus, peanut, sea bass, and salmon. Ooh. Miami-based startup seems to have launched in June, and honestly, I'm totally not sure if it's not satire. Images of the product starting doing the rounds on Twitter this week. Most people were similarly confused, with Square Meals drawing comparisons to dystopian TV shows like Snowpiercer and Soylent Green. I've not seen Snowpiercer. Let me know in the comments. How's Snowpiercer? Should I watch it? Nah, they're bleeping with us. Let's see what that one is. Do we see the whole thing? Are we able to see the whole thing? Let's see. I guess it's just, I don't know. Is this from that other TV show? I like this one. Couldn't you make it any other shape? Yeah, interviewing with today, Square Eat's Chief Marketing Officer, Laura Vacaflores, assures the publication that square food is both real and tragically misunderstood. He said the square shape of the food helps standardize preparation and packaging, and that a single square isn't supposed to be a full meal replacement. Squares are intended to be eaten as multiple units, my favorite way to measure meal intake, and can be combined with other non-square nutrient forms. So here we have banana, rice square, broccoli and spinach, hazelnut, sweet potato, sea bass, zucchini, salmon, and pistachio and cashew. Excuse me, I need to go vomit now. Here they are all packed up. And there's a video, which we're not going to play. This is insane, guys. Why? Well, anyway, if you'd like to help support the channel, we do have a Patreon page, patreon.com/TOMM. Jump onto Patreon on over there. That will support all of the different channels that I have. With that, guys, thanks for watching, and hope that you enjoy switching to Linux. All right, now we'll get on back to our comments until the battery over there says low battery, and then we'll have to end, because it's very, very, very rare that I run out of battery power in this thing, but every now and again, if I'm not cautious or if I'm running the processor computer a little too much, it can indeed happen. So if you want to look at the ladies, go find a search engine. You have Infinite Foundation. Yeah. Big lightning show where you are. Yeah, I saw a little bit on the battery. Batteries explode as much as a gigabyte power supply. I don't know, maybe. Put my life on hold for 15 years. Yes, I'm in my 30s. The job, but I lost and don't drive. Have a higher income than most my age. There you go. Yeah. Any best AV for Linux Mint? What are you looking for specifically, AV-wise? Let me know. One, do they give you a new car in exchange for a replacement? I don't know. Oh, I guess if you're talking antivirus, clam AV, but usually in Linux, you don't usually need to run antivirus. Ask me the question, and the answer is yes. It was a brand new car, but that was many years ago. Going to get a slice of key lime pie. No, I had the other day, guys. I had the key lime Kit Kats. They don't taste like key lime, but they are amazing. Go try them. They taste like Fruity Pebbles. It's a Fruity Pebble Kit Kat. It's amazing. Go try them. Dad and Grandma were sick. They all passed away. Never got my license as a teenager, mostly because of my Tourette's and partly because I feel like I didn't have it or need it. Newbie on Linux. All right, what's the problem? Let's see. Okay. Guess we'll be getting a Samsung set on eBay. Probably not. Overestimating how many in their 30s have high incomes. It can't be most tier, yeah. Valid TV license? How is that any of Samsung's business anyway? I know, it's a TV. What do you want? TVs are as bad as their tablets. Get a dumb TV, yeah. Higher income doesn't really lead to happiness. No, it doesn't. Once I asked the salesperson at Best Buy, why can I not disable Wi-Fi on a Samsung TV? He said, I wish I knew. Great. Another normie. Western Digital polling at Kingston. Yep. Wealth gap, but I'm working hard. No excuses, busting my tail, even when I have a bad day. Yep. Western Digital Black Series drives are horrible. Catch fire almost as fast as Gigabyte products. Key lime pie was still frozen instead of banana pudding. There you go. Get Western Digital green, red, or blue. I haven't had one of those on me for under an hour. Said you found $2.99. Look here. Yeah, well, everywhere else around here is in the low threes. Jobs can do from home or jobs that can be replaced with a computer. Just saying. No, not necessarily. See my computer build. Business takeover by a computer. Yeah, there you go. Worked from home for about 7 years now. No, I don't want to work for somebody else. Yep. Well, talk about how big my jerk is. How big a jerk my boss is. Chances are it's me. I know that feeling, you know. A person does the job at home and the work is done well. There's no need. Yeah, that's what. Why? I'm accomplishing my task. Why all of a sudden do I have Weird Al Smells Like Nirvana stuck in my head? Never mind. What are the words? Oh, never mind. I know, right? Great cover. Prefer the Weird Al parody cover. I know he's diving after a donut there. Singing Weird Al's Foil in my head these days. Oh, that is a great song. Like real milk, having a cereal once in a while, but vanilla sugar-free almond milk. Live tweet, a funeral, take selfies with the deceased. Live tweet, a funeral, take selfies with the deceased. Yeah. Well, they're making hospital food. Salmon with Chernobyl glaze. Are you square? I know. No, I'm tacky. Oh! Another good Weird Al song. Your food mom fixes it, and I'll bring it upstairs with her. Then she proceeds to steal my sock and shred it. Lightning strike that creates static in my house. Yikes. Ooh, that's close. Snowpiercer is great as it shows society inside a train because the world is frozen. Huh, interesting. For Mint Mobile Unlimited Plan, what's the best deal? 3 months, 6 months? In general, I think 12 months is the best deal on all of those. So that's why I think I'm paying it's either $160 or $180 for 12 months of 4 gigs. So whatever that boils down to. So the longer in advance you buy, the cheaper it gets. I'm going to try Square, simply to satisfy my curiosity. I'm not that curious. Curiosity did not kill this cat. Yay, my wife just turned the air conditioning on. Yes, I can sleep like a baby now. Yeah. I need the kitty cam because we're about ready to feed a beast. We're probably going to feed 2 beasts here, but We're going to have one of them on the kitty cam, hopefully. Let's see here. Oh, boy. Hey, kitty. Want to back up a little bit? Kitty, you need to back up. Kitty, you need to back up. Sorry you didn't see that one. I was trying to get. All right, there you go. Ready? No, right here, right here. You got one more coming to you guys. One more. I have a double cat cam here, dude. No, you're trying to steal your sister. Stop it. Not the best kitty cams tonight. My apologies for that. But yeah, 12 months of unlimited is $360. Okay, $360 for 12 months of unlimited. Okay. Alrighty. Hot and muggy in North Carolina. Yeah, it's hot and muggy in State College too. Cat is too cute for words. Yeah, he is. He is. There's another one down here too. Hold on. Let me see if I can see the other one. Bong. Kitty, kitty. Hello. How you doing? She's like, get that camera out of my face. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap this one up right here. Thanks for hanging out. Room for a large litter box? Yeah, there's the same litter box they've had for a long time. Yeah. Anyway, build 330, last billing cycle for Int Mobile. Let's see. All right, guys. We will catch you guys later. I don't know if there will be a video tomorrow or not. There may be not. As of right now, I don't have one. The question is, I'm going to try and get one up. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see